But, you know, words like typical. I think that one of the things that people like me have to recognize is our atypicality, and then to see how we can use what it is that we have that has made us different to help somebody else come along with us. But there are young black poets who will never have the chance that I had, and it would be incorrect for me to assume that they could do it. So that if I'm in a position to help make it possible for somebody else to do it, then I should do that. It's not a burden, it's not a problem, it's just what you should do. It's the part of your life that you give to your public. My grandfather attended Fisk University and wanted to be a Latin scholar, was a Latin scholar, in fact. It's just that he couldn't find a job because nobody was hiring black men to be Latin scholars at that particular point. But he was a dreamer, is my point. And his dream was not realizable because of a number of situations. So that he became a Latin teacher in a local high school, and he did very well. He took care of his wife and his 3 children. My mother had me. I am also a dreamer, but I don't understand why my dreams can't come true. So I will continue to do what my grandfather could not do. I will fight. I'm a fighter. And my son should not have to fight.
Look, some of my friends got big dreams. Yeah. Some of my friends told big beans. None of your friends get no cream.
These niggas look blank, got no beam.
Let me not fall. Hey Taja, what do you want to do with your life?
I want to create art and happiness.
Okay. Hey Stacey, what do you want to do in your life?
Whatever makes me fulfilled.
Bang, bang, bang.
Anything and everything.
Bang, 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 bang. Dominique Thomas, what do you want to do with your life?
I want to be a professional saxophonist, an actress, a dancer, entrepreneur. I want to volunteer abroad. I want to be able to afford the life of luxury that I deserve.
I mean, what can I say? I have an unbridled appetite for greatness. Maybe that hunger stems from my youthful lack of patience, or the nurtured sense of complacence brought on by my entitled desires to be famous. All I know is that I no longer want to continue feeling faceless, or possibly die nameless. Hence why I framed that and I framed this, in hopes to create a world for myself where I can be shapeless, and actually navigate through both my physical and mental spaces. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with attempting to ascend to higher places as if I'm weightless. And as long as I live, I strive to create for myself some semblance of a purpose. Yet at the same time, I tend to lose it on a regular basis. But I choose to embrace this naive notion that I need to make a lot of changes because of the limitless things that I could possibly accomplish if I wholeheartedly believe that
I am the greatest.
The power structure had successfully created the image of the American Negro as someone with no confidence, no militancy, and they had done this by giving him images of heroes that weren't truly militant or confident. And now here come Cassius, the exact contrast of everything that was representative of the Negro image. He said he was the greatest. All of the odds were against him. He upset the odds makers. He won. He became victorious. He became the champ. They knew that as soon as, if people began to identify with Cassius and the type of image he was creating, they were going to have trouble out of these Negroes because they'd have Negroes walking around the streets saying, I'm the greatest.
I siphon that mentality from the idea of a man formerly known as Cassius. Just like you and I, out of dust and clay, he was formed, yet the profound thing about his life is that his impact exceeds the bounds of the rings in which he boxed in his many matches. He paved the way for generations who were and still are persecuted to this day solely because of our blackness. But most importantly, it was the nature of the precedent that he established, that if we believed that we could be great, we could do anything we want, not only in theory, but also in practice. Well, I want to become a critically acclaimed artist. Wait, as a matter of fact, let me rephrase that. I'm going to become a critically acclaimed artist. It's not really a matter of possibility, it's actually more of an inevitability for me. But despite the many talents and abilities, the poetry, the choreography, the honesty that I broadcast for the rest of the world to see, I'm coming to understand that speaking things into existence doesn't really matter if one truly lacks persistence. And I may be consistently inconsistent, but the thing about my vision is that its reach exceeds the grasp of my own ambition. And as long as I continue to honestly wear my heart on my sleeve and exercise the power inherent in my own self-belief, my efforts will be acknowledged by those who want to do the exact same things as me. And with those people by my side, there's nothing that I can't achieve. I'm going to be a director, and I'm going to write screenplays and publish books on the weekends and shoot films on the weekdays. In addition to my many albums will be many underrated mixtapes, and I will continue to chronicle not only my triumphs, but also my many mistakes. And I'm going to create productions and open up my own multimedia galleries and help artists who were just as small as I was by giving them jobs and salaries. I will dance and I will perform on most of the world's biggest stages. And I will no longer be the kid trying to become a man off of these minimum wages. Sometimes when I reflect upon the scale of the life that I want for myself, I instantly think about the reactions I received whenever I talked about it with anyone else. I mean, so many have reacted in disbelief. And I understand that that's not a reflection of me, but instead it's of the demons that they tend to hide underneath. But things have changed, and I now have people in my life who also want to do big things.
The people that I look up to all have tight circles and have all brought their circles with them, you know? And that's how I've always wanted to be. Bring my circle with me. Find those core group of people that are loyal and that I know won't do me dirty and that are actually moving on the same type of time that I am. And I will take my resources and help people move up in the world, because that's what I feel like we need to do.
From here on out, whenever I say that I'm the greatest, I mean that I'm the greatest version of myself. And right now, I may be broke, but the subsequent measure of my art won't be calculated by my wealth, but instead it'll be measured by the amount of lives that I influence. I know now that obsessing over numbers and views and money will only lead to my own undoing.
No, you suckers. Wait. Is this on close? You tell, is it live? Right now. Everybody stop talking now. Attention. I told you, all of my critics, I told you all that I was the greatest of all time. Want to beat Sunday Liston? I told you today, I'm still the greatest of all time. Never again defeat me. Never again say that I'm going to be defeated. Never again make me the underdog until I'm about 50 years old. Then you might get me.